What's up guys, Wartik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video I'm going to take a look at another Alliance Wars counter. This time we have the Sinister 6 against the Doomhood, a hybrid between the Brotherhood and Doctor Doom. So if you like the information on this video, like always, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content. Make sure you smash that like button and turn on notifications, or check out the channel sometimes to make sure that there is some new video. Okay, so we are going to talk about this Alliance War counter, the Sinister 6 against the Brotherhood with Doctor Doom, and this was a theory that I had, that supposedly it would make sense to use the Sinister 6 against the Brotherhood with Doctor Doom, because we have Rhino, and Rhino removes the blind, and the blind is what makes this Doomhood team very good against against teams like, for example, the Symbiotes or Astonishing X-Men. The blind is very powerful. Then you have Toe that can extend it, and after you are done with the blind, Doctor Doom uses his ultimate and you get wrecked. And because of that, we have Rhino that is able to clear the blind, and thanks to that he can help the team after to get rid of the Doctor Doom and everyone else. And for this specific situation we need a few things. Of course, Dr. Octopus is always good. He summons Shocker. There is an argument that someone made to me on Discord, I don't remember the name right now, but to use Shocker instead of Rhino, so after you can summon Rhino, and that's okay, but there is a huge risk that you take, because if more than one negative effect is applied to Dr. Octopus, you'll see that Rhino will spawn after the blind, so you will not be able to remove the blind. You can, but if you have two negative effects, you will not be able to. And then this team works because you get rid of everyone else, or at least the two tanks, and then you can ability block Doctor Doom, and then you'll have enough time to get rid of him. So for this team to work, I like to use Vulture. I think his ability to turn rewind and apply slow to the enemies is very important. We definitely need Mysterio for the deflects and also for the ability block. We need Rhino to remove the blind, and we need Dr. Octopus for giving more HP to the team and healing and all the other things he does. And then you have Lady Electro. Now the best position in my opinion is this one, because you want to give the speed to Lady Electro and Rhino as often as possible. They usually are the best damage dealers, and Vulture is quite fast on his own, he doesn't need help. Especially if you kill Doom bots, you'll get more turn meter on Vulture. And Mysterio, he doesn't have to do much, he only needs 1 or 2 turns, so it's not necessary for him to have speed up or deflects. So based on all that, we are going to take a look at my team really quick, just to see the level of ISO weight and the T4s that I use, and I think that are at least very useful. And starting off with Vulture, it's going to be very important that you always apply slow. It's not 100% necessary, but it's very useful if you have this T4 on the special. And then the passive is also decent. You get 15% more turn meter, and you'll always get deflect, even that this is not a good situation and you're not facing city heroes. So definitely the special, maybe the passive, maybe not. Now in terms of Mysterio, I have the focus on the passive. The passive gives more focus, and that will be very important because you need the ability blind to stick. So it's going to be important to have this T4. Then we have Rhino, and for Rhino I just have the passive for more HP and to fill up the speed bar. This might be relevant in case your Dr. Octopus has 2 negative effects, for example slow and disrupt, or blind and disrupt, or blind and slow. It's going to be important, so you remove the first negative effect with the passive and then with the taunt. Then we have Dr. Octopus, and he has all the T-Force. Not necessary for this, only the passive is necessary, and maybe the basic, no, the basic not really. And yeah, so you need the passive for more HP, more healing, more damage, more everything on war especially. It's going to be very important. The most damage you have, the better. And for damage we have Lady Electro. I did her ultimate for extra damage, and for this specific situation the special is going to be very important. The ultimate, I don't remember exactly, let's see, offense down for 2 turns. It's okay, but not really necessary. So the passive and the special for Lady Electro. So you need in total 64s, and this team will be very, very strong for Alliance Wars, of course. Now, in terms of ISO 8, I'm using Skirmisher on almost everyone. Vulture, Mysterio, Rhino I have healer, but you can make him a striker if you want. It's not very relevant. And then I have a Skirmisher on Dr. Octopus, only at level 4, just for the extra vulnerabilities. But if you are using Vulture, this is not necessary. You can use Dr. Octopus as a healer or something else. And then on Lady Electro, I like to use Striker because it increases their base damage. Raider could also be an okay option, but I just prefer Striker overall for this specific matchup. So once again, the position is this one, and the T4s we already saw, and the ISO 8. So now let's take a look at the matchup. And there were a few mistakes that I made, and I'll go through them with you so you can see where you can also improve the gameplay. This is a punch down, this is late in the war, but it's not always easy to find these matchups, and they had the boost and I have literally nothing. So let's see how it went, and let's pay attention to some of the mistakes I did. That I think this was a proof of concept that I had in the past, and then I tried it a few times and it was not working, and then I kept changing a few things to make it a little bit better. And right now it works, but I think it's not still the optimal ability order, so there is still some improvements to be made. And the first improvement is right on turn 1. I use the special from Vulture, and it's not necessary, and you will need it later on in the match. So Rhino clears the blind. Sometimes he resists, I don't know why. I have seen it happen to me, and I have seen other people complaining about the same thing, that Rhino resists a blind, which is very strange. Okay, so we have slow on Rhino, we have nothing on Vulture. We use the special on Vulture, but as you saw, it's unnecessary, especially because this Juggernaut is so big. Then here I used the special, but what you might want to consider is using the basic. That will allow Dr. Octopus to summon Shocker. Shocker will give offense up to Lady Electro, and then she will definitely destroy Juggernaut. And as you saw, we got him at 40% health, but of course we want to get rid of him. So this is something that we have to improve. Here I got Lady Electro attacked twice, and that allowed me to have another turn. It's not necessary, and this offense down doesn't do much, so it's not relevant. Okay, so now with Mysterio we have the first turn. You can use whichever ability you want. Here I try to remove the taunt, but you can use the ultimate just to smash the other characters as fast as possible, and that will also allow you to have more turns with the Vulture. So here we do the basic with the Lady Electro, or maybe it was her passive or something, and then the Shocker with the offense up, he destroys whichever character is left in terms of the tanks. And by the way, this is not the best positioning for this Brotherhood team. That's the other problem that this team has. So after the tanks are gone, then you just want to get through Dr. Doom. You have to be careful to don't get him below 50% HP. You want to do that only after he has ability block, so pay attention to your damage. Here I was trying to prevent that, so that's why I target Toad rather than target Magneto, it would be more damage efficient to attack Magneto, but once again, you don't want to give turn meter to Dr. Octopus or to Dr. Doom. So finally we apply slow to him, and now we ability block him, blind, slow, and everything. And because of that, he will not be able to do anything. So even if our characters are not the best damage dealers, we have enough turns to just get rid of him, and that's pretty much it. So it's a great way to one-shot this Brotherhood Doctor Doom hybrid, and that's great because this team has given a lot of people headaches, because they always end up wasting 2 energy just for one team. And okay, you can use a bait team to consume the ultimate from Doctor Doom or whatever, but it's still something that you really don't want to do, because you are wasting energy or wasting characters that have to be strong enough to resist until Doctor Doom does the ultimate, which might not even happen. So yeah guys, that's gonna be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the Sinister 6 with Vulture against Doomhood, the Brotherhood with Doom as a hybrid team. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do. Smash that like button like a boss, and if you found information on this video helpful, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I will catch you guys later.